Well, Jordan Anderson writes, who would you guys like to see host the Oscars next year? I can see Louis C.K. hosting it.
I think Louis C.K. would be... I'm not a huge fan of the concept of him hosting the Oscars. He's hysterical. He's one of the best comics probably that ever lived and certainly working today. I just don't know as the host of the Oscars...
Golden Globes.
Yeah, Louis C.K., I think I'd rather see him do what he did last night, which was one of the best parts of the entire ceremony. So as far as hosting next year, I can't remember if Whoopi Goldberg actually hosted by herself or they did a comic relief thing one year. Whoopi Goldberg's hysterical, and she proved it again last night. I'd like to see either her or maybe Ellen come back and host it again. And if either one of them are not available, Oscars, please. You guys have my number. You guys know what my Twitter feed is. I'm happy to show up and host the goddamn ceremony. You're not going to get any controversy from me. Probably not.
Let's get The Rock in there. I want to get somebody. I want to get somebody brand new, man. I don't want to keep going back. We're recycling the same comedians. Let's go Ellen. Let's go. It's the same thing. Let's get some brand new people in there with some flair. The Rock has flair. He's entertaining. He's got energy. Like when we were at D23, the panel we were at, it was people were falling asleep. The Rock came out. Everyone was excited. He knows how to work a crowd from his days at WWE. He knows how to do a live event. The guy would be incredible as the host of the Oscars.
Not Chris The Rock. You're talking about The Rock. I would say William Shatner. I went and saw him. I'm not even joking. I saw him do his live show like 2 weeks ago. Won tickets to it, and it was incredible. He is such a showman, and I think he would be a fantastic host.
I would go, if they don't bring Chris Rock back, Steve Martin. I liked when him and Alec Baldwin did a kind of a co-tag team. If maybe he did it solo. I think John had mentioned this before. Kevin Spacey, I think, would be a good host as well.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, Steve Martin actually returned to stand-up, albeit briefly. He opened for Jerry Seinfeld because he lost a bet to him at the Beacon Theater a couple weeks ago. So first time that did stand-up in a long time, and maybe we get to see him at the Oscars. If not...
Did he crush?
Dude, he's Steve Martin. He murdered. You kidding me? Ashley, what's next?
Dusty Pearson writes, along with the new shows coming, are there any changes coming to any existing Collider shows?
No changes.
There's big changes. They're just getting better. What's up?
Yeah, I mean,
Walking Dead came back. That was
but I mean, I think he means, are we gonna like suddenly? I remember. After the announcement happened, some people thought we were going to change Movie Talk, change the format. And no, pretty much the format's going to stay the same. I mean, obviously, we'll make tweaks when we have to, but I don't think so.
You might see, and you've already seen a couple challenges of people challenging each other for the movie trivia contest, but that's the little fun things here and there, but that's about it.
I feel like we're just going to add on top of what we've already done.
Yeah, if you look at it like the Food Guide Pyramid, we still have your basis of Movie Talk and Heroes and Jedi Counts and all that good stuff, and then we're adding all these other new shows. It's a very exciting time to be here at Collider Video.
And for me, it's because the TV Talk is something that I will be tuning into just as a fan because like I want to learn more about the news and stuff too, and so if there's certain kind of reviews and things that are happening and what streaming and stuff too, that's just something that I thought as a viewer, so like when we were talking about it, it's like what would we want to see on a weekly basis from a TV Talk?
Yeah, and there's been so much good TV news lately. You got the Iron Fist casting, you got Game of Thrones coming up soon.
Daredevil trailers, man.
Our Daredevil season review is probably going to be 30 people because
everyone wants to do it.
Yeah. Right. Ashley, what's next?
Saba writes, what about a female James Bond?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. I mean,
I can see that.
I don't know if you need a female James Bond. I think that to me, I'd rather have like a cool female spy on its own. Like I don't think you always have to just replace Ocean's 11. You don't need to replace the Ghostbusters. Just make a cool female spy and give her her own thing. You don't have to be like, oh, no, that's Jamisa Bond. It's like, no, just make her somebody else.
Her name could be James.
What? I don't need her to be James or whatever it is. It's just let's do something different. Make a cool female spy. You want to give Emily Blunt a movie or Margot Robbie their own spy movie? Great, I'm on board. It doesn't need to be James.
I want a female Doctor Who. That's what I want.
You know what I wouldn't mind though is a spin-off of James Bond with a female operative.
Sure, why not?
You know, that's tied into the James Bond universe.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I read the question as like just a female, like a James Bond-ish. So like you could compare it to Bond or to Bourne, but it wouldn't necessarily be her. Like her name wouldn't be like Juliette Bond. That sounds ridiculous to me. But yeah, a female spy movie, I'm totally on board for that. But look, I think Ghostbusters, I think it's the right thing to remake Ghostbusters with an all-female cast because it's a lot more singular of a concept to have people running around New York City busting ghosts in a humorous way than it is just to make a spy movie and put a female instead of a male in there. So female Ghostbusters, I think, is on the right track.
Yeah.
What's next?
Tiomas Limata writes, what are your thoughts on the memoriam segment at the Oscars?
Look, I love the in memoriam segment of the Oscars. It always brings a tear to my eye. I thought it was very, very well done last night with Dave Grohl covering the Beatles. It was the right way to go, that acoustic performance, having the orchestra kick in. I liked that some applause you could hear, but it didn't become that popularity contest that it used to, which was just flat out embarrassing on multiple levels. They closed it the right way with Leonard Nimoy. I liked that they had his line, his classic line from Star Trek in there, closing that segment out. But guys, you missed Roddy Piper, man. How do you not put the star of They Live in the in memoriam segment? That's BS, man.
They also missed Abe Vigoda, who's in The
No, he was in
Godfather. No, he wasn't.
You sure?
I am positive.
Really?
Yes. They
Oh,
missed
wow.
Abe Vigoda. They missed Roddy Piper. They missed Angus Scrimm. And I know he's a smaller role as the tall man from Phantasm, but you're going to miss some of the smaller people who are like only in a few films. But I mean, Abe Vigoda, come on. That was messed up.
I liked it, especially now that they've combined the live performance song with the in memoriam. Before, I don't know if you guys remember, a few years ago, they had the orchestra playing over the in memoriam, and then they had another performance after that was supposed to be in respect to the in memoriam. It's like, no, have the live performance with the actual pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same exact way.
Just don't leave people out. But we love it.
I mean, what else are you going to say about it? You guys nailed
Stop
it.
trying to make us cry, but remember everyone.
All right. Sebastian Fila writes, Zootopia opened in Uruguay 2 weeks ago and not opened yet in the U.S. How do you take this difference on the release date?
I don't know, man, but I can't wait to see those goddamn animals all together. They look hysterical. I want to go to the DMV with them. I want to go to the Popeyes with them. I want to live in this universe. Somebody on this panel has already gotten to see Zootopia. It's not me. I see it tomorrow afternoon, actually. Sweet. I'll be getting in to see the fox and the cute bunny even earlier. Christian, you've seen Zootopia? Is that correct?
Yeah, I have.
Can you give us like a wink and a nod as to your feelings about it?
It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. It really, I enjoyed it a lot. It's Disney's been doing it right, and Wreck-It Ralph and the Frozen, and then this movie is it's a lot of fun. Kids will love it. There's a lot of jokes in this movie that are just for adults that will go right over kids' heads, and especially you guys, you'll be like, there's some risky jokes in it, but it works. But I think as far as the release dates go, no, I mean Disney's done this before. They've done it with Marvel movies, and now they're doing it with Pixar movies too. They release it early. They have confidence in their movies, and it's not like a lot of people are going to be running around spoiling Zootopia. So
Wait, where did it get released again?
Uruguay.
I was going to say Uruguay.
Yeah.
Why Uruguay?
who knows?
They're like,
Yeah,
we
big
have
market.
the best IMAX there. You're like, all right, man.
Or like they're like, Uruguay's the place where we test everything out and we find out how audience are going to respond.
That's
to
what
it.
I'm more concerned about. Why Uruguay? And I was like, that's a weird one.
Well, look, if you want to see Zootopia, you have to go to Uruguay. It's a great
book your
for the
tickets now.
Tourism,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, Ashley, let's do two more.
Okay, David Michael writes, hi guys, what about a possible remake of the David Lynch classic, The Elephant Man?
Talked about it, didn't they, with Bradley Cooper?
They talked about Bradley Cooper actually did
Oh,
the
the
Elephant
play.
Man on
Right,
stage,
right.
and so I mean, look, it's not the easiest thing for people to get their money together and go to New York or Uruguay for that matter to go see something that's playing there. So if you want to do the Elephant Man again, I don't want to say I never got into the Elephant Man because it's not like G.I. Joe, but I'm not that aware of the Elephant Man or if it needs to go from the stage to the big screen again. Dennis, you have a take on this?
You're not going to play with the Elephant Man like toy figure at all.
Gets in his elephant jeep.
Cobra Commander kind of had an
Yeah.
Elephant Man vibe.
And
to him.
then, are they going to do it in black and white as well?
I don't think there's any need to remake it. That is an unbelievable classic film, and it's not, I don't think they're going to make a better film version of that story. Have you seen The Elephant?
Yeah,
Man?
yeah.
The movie that David Lynch made is incredible.
Yeah,
if you're not in tears at the end, you're not human.
I don't think they need to remake it either.
I have not. Sounds like a commentary for a movie I haven't seen yet. Ashley, our last Twitter question of the day.
Okay, Calvin writes, who is the best actress right now? Brie Larson seems to be one to watch.
She's definitely one to watch. She's on the radar. She had one of the best years you could possibly, between her great performance in Trainwreck and then obviously winning the Oscar for Room. I think the best actress today, look, nobody's going to knock the Street Monster off the top of the mountain yet, but Cate Blanchett is right there as well. She got nominated for Carol, and even though everybody was so singing Brie Larson's praises, you saw Cate Blanchett sitting there, and she just had that look on her face like, I'm not going to be surprised if they say my name. Jennifer Lawrence also. Jennifer Lawrence rolls out of bed, does a strange accent, and gets nominated for an award. So you got to throw her in there as well. But you're right. Brie Larson is one that's definitely on our radar now. Christian, the best actress working today.
I'm giving it to best working today. I mean, how do you not put Streep as the best working today? But as far as up and coming and the ones to really watch that are going to be prime, Alicia Vikander, man. Like, after seeing what she did in Ex Machina and seeing what she did, I mean, she stole the movie from Eddie Redmayne, the Danish girl. So I think she is going to be one of the best out there for a very long time.
That's a great call. Are we just so sick of Meryl Streep that we're unfairly wanting to give it to somebody else, like when they gave Karl Malone the MVP over Jordan that year?
No, I mean, Meryl Streep is always knocking it out of the park. She's in every film she's in. She's amazing. I'd echo Kate Blanchett. I'd also say from Sicaria, Emily Blunt is an incredible actress, and I love everything she's been in. I can't wait to see Blanchett take on Lucille Ball. Like, that's the biopic that I cannot wait to see.
I thought they were going to fight for a minute. I was like, wait, what? That's awesome.
For me, it's Kate Blanchett. I mean, if she's in a movie, then I want to see it no matter what it is. Meryl Streep, yeah, obviously, she's the big one. I think lately, though, I mean, she got nominated for Into the Woods, you know? Like, that was kind of a gimme, you know? Like, she was great in it, but was there something Oscar-worthy about that performance in particular?
No, and neither was there for Ricky and the Flash. I think she got nominated for a Golden Globe in that or something, just because, again, it's Meryl Streep. But look, we get it. You're the street monster. We all bow down before your greatness.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.